Hello, Kurumjiri, and welcome to SKTV News. You are watching Primetime English News with me, JESSY THIYAM. Now, as usual, giving you the headlines first. Ex-Chief Minister Biren urges Governor to initiate correction in 1972 Hill Areas Committee order published in Assembly's Rules of Procedure. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee President Chandra claims Manipur crisis would have been resolved in less than a month if Rahul Gandhi were the Prime Minister. RP Atwale urges Land Resources Department to take immediate action against the renaming of Gwaltabi village to Gwaltabi Kuki village amid ongoing conflict in state. To the Jaunpur Media United Committee, CMUC announces plan to launch intense agitations if government fails to fulfill their long-standing demands within 5 days. Manipur joins the world in observing International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. And debutant filmmakers shine at 17th Manipur State Film Awards 2025. Irambam Lokendra honored with Lifetime Achievement Award. Now the news in detail. Ex-Chief Minister Biren has pointed out discrepancy between a notification published in the Gazette of India and the State Assembly's published rules on governance in Manipur's hill areas. In the letter to Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla, Biren maintained that the manipulated version has significant implications for the state. And in a post on X, Biren shared the letter to Manipur Governor where he pointed out the discrepancy. Biren apprised the governor about the potential deliberate alteration in the text of the Manipur Legislative Assembly Hill Areas Committee Order 1972 as published in the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business. The original order passed by the Parliament of India was published in the Gazette of India Extraordinary. However, a careful comparison between the original Gazette notification and the manipulated version published by the State Assembly reveals a crucial discrepancy, potentially leading to significant implications for governance in Manipur's hill areas. Biren further pointed the difference between wordings, the appointment of succession of chiefs or headmen, and the appointment or succession of chief or headman. Biren asserted that the Gazette of India notification has the word of, while the manipulated version published in the Manipur Assembly rules has the word or, which significantly distorted the clause, leading to profound administrative and political implications. He maintained that this minor linguistic alteration constitutes a significant distortion with profound administrative and political implications, as this substitution of the word of with or broadened the scope to potentially allowing new appointments of chiefs or headmen rather than merely governing traditional succession practices. This can lead to illegal appointment of village chiefs or headmen and result to further proliferation of villages. Biren in the letter urged the governor to take immediate steps to look into this issue and also requested for an independent investigation to find out how and when the wording in the Assembly version was altered and under whose authority. Biren also requested for a comprehensive audit to ascertain how many villages have been declared after this adoption and how many new chiefs and headmen have been appointed under this modified provision. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee President Chandra expressed confidence that the state's ongoing 2-year conflict would have been resolved in less than a month if Rahul Gandhi were the Prime Minister. The statement was made during a press conference held at Congress Bhavan, BT Road today. Speaking further, the Congress leader criticized BJP for observing June 25 as Black Day, referencing the imposition of the national emergency by then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. He also expressed disappointment over ex-Chief Minister N. Biren's criticism of the Congress party. K. Megajendra further alleged that leaders from BJP and RSS played a role in inciting public unrest across the country during 1975, which, according to him, compelled the Indira Gandhi government to invoke Article 352 of Constitution and declare a national emergency. He also questioned the current BJP government, who had assured to provide jobs to more than 1 lakh people, and the alleged assurance to distribute money to the public by seizing black money from offshore accounts such as Swiss Bank. K. Megajendra further criticized the BJP's double-engine government, stating it has failed miserably to resolve the ongoing conflict in Manipur, which began on May 3 last 2023. He pointed out that even under President's rule, the crisis remains unresolved. He also took aim at BJP MLAs for their claims of securing over 40 seats in the upcoming assembly elections, calling it ironic given their current failure to establish a popular government. Furthermore, K. Megajendra called for a dissolution of the current assembly to conduct a new election, while highlighting the recent win by Congress in both inner and outer MP election, citing it as public's resentment against the BJP party.
There is no free movement. IDPs are still suffering in the relief camp. We have facing 3 major issues. Financial crisis suggestion government BJP MLAs suggestion Congress EMP very unnecessarily climbing to the Congress party and the Congress MP. BJP government in the center, BJP government in the state. Double engine the responsibility. Low the MP and Ina Karitang by common sense. Half the parliament, Manipur lady, Manipur lady have to law do we, Madugi died the Mayamdu, law do never MP Miam, Hoitor. Kariguba, Tamduki parliament election to the majority Rahul Jina Singana Sakar Semoti, Tama Manuda, Ikoi Manipur violence Luslamana. Modi Nasahi and Helabo, Sinungam of say. Sanvidan Kananabo, Bonavada, Apava, Langak Sasanama Lanabo, Bonava Matamda, Pazagi Haklanaba. We demand to dissolve the assembly and fresh election. Ano election number Torkanda, Miamsi, Santi Porpongam, number welfare for Unaba, Amasung. Sakut Palebagam or never stayed a more one of the Masida Kuna, Hena Puni,
RPA Tawali State Unit Vice President Sapam Kanglepal has urged the relevant authority against involved individuals who changed the name of Gwaltabi village into Gwaltabi Kuki village in the Registry of Land Resources Department amid the ongoing conflict. Speaking at a press conference held at Manipur Press Club today, Kanglepal revealed that RTI query submitted to Tribal Affairs and Hills Department confirmed that there is no officially recognized village by the name of Gwaltabi Kuki village. Kanglepal added that the RTI was filed as a legal measure to protect the identity and existence of the village, fearing it could be erased amid the ongoing conflict. He recalled that when violence erupted on May 3, 2023, several Meitei villages, including Sanasabi, Yangangpopi, Thamnapopi, and Sabungko Kuno, came under attack. He also appealed to surrounding villages to not sign any form of agreement with documents which mention Gwaltabi Kuki village, which is not recognized by Tribal Affairs and Hills Department.
Place haidana kanagumba mana uthu akanda palaiba potse sigi mathakta ain gi oiba lu gi oiba takum thokpa khungthang sing do lokhat piu haidana ekoi athuba matamda land resource department da koi chi iraga taksil lagani haidare ngarang tribal affairs and hill department na ekoi da yam mayek senga Gwaltabi Kuki village haiba ma reporter leke haidana pakum pirabani na sigi thakse yoragadi ekoi na land resource department da I could touch on the Sume having Maduki process to a quick run, Totiki Dumfujare Haitare. Gwaltabi Kuki village haidana tola aba matung dagi akoin hona jari basa kana gumba amada singnaraga natraga fruit amada akoin takiraga tawbu nante mayum mai thadokraba makogi lamunbi horaba yamna pungning sirigai tangkak tudaida makogi kul maming ho konthorakpado madudaida akoidi Gwaltabi haiba kul asa kanana kidam to hona jabane haitare.
Churachandpur Meitei United Committee CMUC has announced plan to launch intense agitations if the government fails to fulfill their long-standing demands within 5 days. Addressing a press meet held today at Manipur Press Club Imphal, CMUC co-convener THIYAM decried that the government has not taken up any significant measure to address the untold miseries being suffered by the IDP since the onset of the ongoing crisis, despite submitting memorandums comprising several demands to Manipur Governor, Chief Secretary and DC Bishnupur on March 13 and April 21 this year. He went on to inform that their demands include providing educational package to displaced students, managing the relief camps of IDPs by themselves, taking appropriate measure to ease their problems being faced in obtaining necessary documents, resettlement of the IDPs in their original places with adequate security measures, and making arrangement for temporary shelter at Pogokchao Ikai until they cannot resettle in their original places. Further informing that the committee served an ultimatum of 5 days for fulfilling their demands to Manipur Governor today, NAB announced that it will launch intense forms of agitations if the government fails to translate their demands into action within the stipulated time.
Leipom tumhum chapam khangdadana relief camp da leibase leirapadagi hujik chahi ani pharak sibogda ekhoi IDP singi chapchaba ekhoi government ki side tagi chapchaba ekhoi kano ekhoi hak haitarene ekhoi kano se ekhoi hingba yanabagi ekhoi survival gi haitare adumba phangdabagi damakta ekhoina Manipur gi governor ne chief secretary da sanjarame hariba point taruk ase koi numit mangani matam thajarame numit mangani manung sida government side tagi karigumba order thabok oina pangthok taraba natraga order tholak tabok iba taragadi taruk ni subudagi Manipur da leiruba Churachandpur gi mi sinde relief camp ni phuga taruk ta lei relief camp ni phugi taruk ki IDP singna yamna akanba yamna democratic oiba mongda agitation ama pangthok jagani haina ekoi lebak miyam amadi hojik paibiraba government sida ekoina thamjari amadi masigi agitation sida Manipur sida khundariba yalhumi punamapu IDP singchina changthalakpa khongjam sida support tobi haidana koknano amuka na haijari.
Manipur joined the global observance of International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking with Lamyan Mairavat Memorial Integrated Trust Manipur, JESSY Psychiatry Department, Indian Psychiatric Society ISP and Manipur State Psychiatry jointly organizing the observance at JESSY today. Speaking at the observance, which was organized under the theme Evidence is Clear, Invest in Prevention, JESSY's Medical Superintendent Professor K.H. Lokeshwar explained that drugs typically intended for medicinal use can become narcotics when misused or consumed in excessive amounts, which will lead to addiction. He further emphasized that such addictions fuel the demand for drugs since they are not freely available, and this in turn has led some individuals to produce drugs for personal profit, ultimately affecting the society. The medical superintendent also mentioned that drugs abuse also lead to spread of various diseases such as AIDS. K.H. Lokeshwar further urged the public to understand the negative effects of drug uses and refrain from using drugs, while emphasizing that people need to understand why various organizations, including Marapaibi, are unable to eradicate drugs from the state.
Maihurundagi akuna somni yangakku matamda drug haibase adum leirami dharma karma da sinarami hidak mana hapami yu sinarami hani su hidak sinarami adugumba potto magi particular dose amada pizeragadi madu hidak oina sinarami adubu ngasi gi malem sida sathi bachu piribdi businessman drug cartel mayam sida mahaki sento gambi damakta mahaki kananabagi damakta mipum kudimakta misuse ta holaga adugumba abuse ta holaki ngasi ekoi madu thokre dana taw hedan lepadi yade adunadi masigi potse ekoi karam mamage thingsige abusigi pandam dani huji like
Department of Psychiatry, RIMS, also observed International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking at RIMS today. The event was organized under the theme, "The Evidence is Clear, Invest in Prevention, Break the Cycle," to highlight the growing need for effective, evidence-based strategies to combat drug abuse and promote public health. Addressing the event, Department of Psychiatry HOD Dr. S. Gojendra highlighted the rising trend of substance abuse among youth. He stressed the need for preventive education, early intervention, and a strong support system, urging all stakeholders to collaborate and invest in evidence-based prevention strategies. Meanwhile, renowned psychiatrist Dr. R.K. Lenin stressed the need for increased awareness and mental health services to tackle addiction from both psychological and social angles. He highlighted the critical role of community involvement and institutional commitment in reducing the burden of drug-related harm. It saw active participation from faculty members, residents, postgraduate trainees, psychiatric social workers, nursing staff, and telemanas staff of the department. District Administration Imphal East and District Social Welfare Office Imphal East also observed International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking at DIC Hall, Porampad today. It saw the presence of Imphal East Deputy Commissioner Dr. Nivedita Layanlakpam, Additional Deputy Commissioner R.K. Dayananda, Additional SP P. Sankar, and renowned psychiatrist Dr. R.K. Lenin. Addressing the event, Dr. Nivedita Layanlakpam said that human beings grow up with various pressure, including the pressure of having a good time, which resulted in using drugs. She urged students to refrain from using drugs. Dr. R.K. Lenin also interacted with the student attendees and spoke about drug abuse and illicit trafficking during the event. Coalition Against Drugs and Alcohol, CADA, has called for unified efforts from all sections of society to eliminate drug abuse from Manipur during the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking observance. Speaking at a program held at HRD Academy, Ghari, under the theme "Evidence is Clear, Invest in Prevention," CADA President THIYAM Priyokumar emphasized that achieving drug-free Manipur requires strong unity among the people. He asserted that civil society organizations, PIBs, clubs, and local communities must work hand-in-hand to fight the growing drug menace. The awareness program was organized by HRD Academy and attended by Kongka Manglem, President of the Academy's Management Committee. Secretary Thalnaldam Roshan and Principal Sarangjit Kundrakpam, renowned psychiatrist Dr. S. Manikanta and Advocate C.H. Narendra were present as resource persons, sharing insights on the psychological and legal aspects of drug abuse. And highlighting CADA's long-standing efforts, Priyokumar stated that the organization has been relentlessly campaigning against drug use for decades. Drawing a historical parallel with China's successful resistance to opium, he stressed that collective societal support is crucial to replicate such success in Manipur. He urged everyone from grassroots organizations to concerned citizens to take responsibility and actively participate in the ongoing movement to make Manipur a drug-free state.
We Miamsi, Marina, Peggy, Junkie, Problem Street, and Masipo State, the Lady State, Coconut, Masi, Coaching Chiapina, Carmina, already Coconut, Little Highway Street, Mianga, Madi, Yuchi, Galway, and Can't take a quick Kata, having the same night, Quiggy Lengaxina, Pazamasun, Quiggy Lenga, Tuna, Samina, and the Quasi, Mapunpan, Quiggy, Manipuri, Lemai, drugs in Tapuna, Meta Havigi, Quiggy, Rumbo, and Village.
Kanglei People Against Narcotics and Psychotropic Substances, Kanglei Pana's President K.H. Ibempisak has expressed serious concern on the growing menace of drug abuse in the state. She was speaking on the observance of Mayay Kaba Jinjaki Mayok Tamit Kaptopunamit, which was jointly organized by People's Progressive Alliance Manipur and Federal Students Organization, Kanglei Pak and Manipur Press Club, Imphal today. Speaking further, Ibempisak emphasized that drug abuse has ruined the youth's populace in the state at an alarming state, with a large chunk of youth still fallen prey to drugs. while linking the ongoing crisis with rampant poppy cultivation and drug smuggling allegedly carried out by sections of Kuki people. She called for collective effort of the CSOs, students, organizations, women folk and other sections of the society towards combating the menace.
Ikuna pamjariba habedi drug se maya ke bajinja ase maru phangna mutatpa habese akoi pandam ni adubu ekoile mase maru phangna mutape ngamdraga su government amsum force ki make degi thawayang honai be se akoi pamjari thawrang se akoi ngamgani habese akoi da thajani ngasi naharo nupi degi nupa degi school gi sapra kaya na maya ki ka bajinja ta luptna makoi punsiga tawbangam thabak kaya ama tawdana makoina Main tong maya ka bajinja ta luptun lai rabagadi achauba thabak se panthokpang amaroi maya ka bajinja muthatabya de akoi yum dagi oiraba su amar ekai dagi oiraba su akoi ni masibu khongjang chap anan tamsan miraga draga si muthatna bo hon hausi.
Jiribam District Police and 87th CRPF Battalion organized a walkathon as part of International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. The walkathon was organized on a theme, The Evidence is Clear, Invest is Prevention, and was flagged off from Babupara and culminated at Ichel Club Ground in Dibong. ADC of Jiribam District Administration, SP of Jiribam District, personnel of 87th CRPF Battalion, students and staffs of various departments took part in the walkathon. International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking was also observed at Kurao Pokpi in Kakching District. The observance was organized by 11th Indian Reserve Battalion at its campus. CEO of 11th IRB Luther Nangshao, Subedar Uttam and Jamander Ibotombi along with IRB personnel attended the program and took pledge to stand against drug abuse and illicit drugs. Speaking in the program, CEO Luther Nangshao stressed on the negative impact on individuals and families and ultimately to society. He appealed people to stay away from the lure of drugs and intoxicants.
Nasa hana mangbani migi demang mangbani te drug use to se isagi demang ya mangbani isagi de kramaina mange han bada nangi memory do brain do duda tam retire to rakani andharakani ba memory power se isasi na se ko.
Manipur University's National Service Scheme NSSL organized an awareness program on Mission of Drug-Free Campus at the Conference Hall of Physical Education and Sports Sciences Department today. The program was organized as a part of International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking observance under the aegis of Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan Team, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment and Ministry of Higher Education. Speaking at the program, former Vice Chancellor of Manipur University, retired Professor N. Raju Mohan, underscored the importance of reading among today's youth, stressing that books are essential tools for understanding history and preserving cultural identity. He added that eradicating drug abuse requires a society that reads widely and deeply. He also pointed out that Nisha Band was formed in Manipur by women who were fed up with enduring physical and mental abuse from their intoxicated husbands. The retired professor also mentioned that according a survey conducted by AIMS in 2016, across 186 districts, more than 2 crore and 9 lakh families were affected by alcohol, while marijuana affected around 25 lakh people. The awareness programs showed the presence of MU student of Welfare Dean Professor C.H. Ibohal, Program Convener Dr. K.H. Hirachandra, India Drug Users Forum President Ningthojam Roshan, and NSSL Manipur University Program Coordinator Dr. Laisham Santosh.
Civilization Genesis to Genesis, books role is very, very important towards civilization of any, towards the development of any country. As in India, Miruba, our mindset is sensitive. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯪꯒꯤꯟ ꯊꯥ ꯃꯀꯣꯛ ꯊꯥ ꯆꯠꯄ ꯉꯝꯁꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯋꯥꯔ ꯃꯥꯏꯟ ꯆꯠꯂꯤ
Bonchon Treasure Home and the Indigenous Women and Children Foundation also observed International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking at IWCF's Conference Hall in Tamenglong today. The observance was marked by a awareness program on harmful effect of drug abuse in society. Attendees were also informed on negative effect of alcohol, tobacco, cannabis, cigarettes, tobacco, caffeine, nicotine, cocaine, LSD, psilocybin, PCP, morphine, heroin, marijuana, and took pledge to abstain from using such intoxicants. Manipur State Film Development Society (MSFDS) has announced the winners of 17th Manipur State Film Awards (MSFA) 2025. This year, debutant filmmakers took center stage and claiming several top honors. Eminent scholar and cultural thinker Dr. Arambam Lokendra was also conferred with the Lifetime Achievement Award for his contributions to the evolution of Manipuri cinema. The award carries a citation, a shawl, and a cash prize of 1 lakh rupees. In a press release, MSFDS informed that the award for Best Feature Film was secured by Langoy, a gritty police drama directed by Manoranjan Longjam. The film also earned the Best Director Award and a cash prize of 2 lakh rupees. Irel Luang's directorial debut, Una Una, won the award for Best Popular Film, while the Special Jury Award went to Priyakanta Laisham's Oneness, a film praised for its bold and emotional portrayal of a young queer man's struggle with societal and familial rejection. Dinesh Naram was honored with the Best Debut Film of a Director Award for his film Oitare. Additionally, the Special Jury Award was presented to The Legacy of Four Generations, a documentary by THIYAM Dibendra on the legendary artist RKCS. A special jury mention was given to newcomer Huidrom Rakesh for his short film The Silent Performer. Well, we have more news coming up, but before that, let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
More particular idea by school colleges form exact amount of after Mama scheme to wear the season of the Queen charges funding at innovative idea, startup product or prototype the Innotech Face Salon North Ihan Hanoi Shenmania Duga, total cash price 1 lakh award my from July date 18 to date 24 for 3 days. Science and Technology Department Government of Manipur event as organized to event to the Manipur Science Center Takilpa innovative idea challenge and exhibition stall has some innovators, students, startup the existing business owners events, creative robot design, spot painting competition, science demonstration, IPR workshop and magic show So, this is the QR code scan online registration and last date of registration is July date 10 and for more info phone number call
I come from Ukrul, a small town in Manipur. While growing up, I didn't always see how my voice could shape decision. But I've learned something important. Every vote counts. And it begins with your name on the electoral roll. If you are turning 18 on or before the 1st of July, it's your time. It's your right. Register to vote. Don't wait to be told. Don't let others decide for you. Wherever you are from, your voice matters. Get registered as a voter and be counted. Count me in.
Welcome back. Federation of Civil Society Organizations, FOX, Manipur has raised strong objections to an order issued by District Magistrate of Imphal West that mandates obtaining no objection certificate NOC from the Airport Authority of India AAI for any building construction within 56-kilometer radius of the aerodrome reference point of Imphal International Airport. In a statement issued, Fox called for the order to be reconsidered, stating that the directive does not take into account the unique topography and limited land availability in Manipur. The organization argued that such a broad restriction is unsuitable for a small and geographically constrained state like Manipur. Fox acknowledged that the AAI's directive reportedly introduced after an Air India plane crash is a positive step toward improving aviation safety. However, it stated that application of policy based on the topographical context of larger Indian states does not align with Manipur. The organization further highlighted that enforcing the current restriction would severely limit available residential space, posing serious challenges for Meitei population. Fox urged the authorities to formulate new bylaw that considers Manipur's geographical and demographic realities while ensuring safety standards are upheld. International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, has informed that the Rath Yatra for this year will be held from ISKCON to Kwaikaithal Bazaar. The route for the Rath Yatra has been shortened in view of the unrest situation in the state. Meanwhile, ISKCON has conveyed greeting to people of Manipur on the occasion of Rath Yatra and prayed for peace in the state. ISKCON also appealed for people's participation and to seek blessings from Lord Jagannath, Balabhadra and Subhadra during the chariot procession ceremony. Manipur Legislative Speaker Thokjom Satyabrata extended heartfelt greetings to the people of Manipur on the occasion of Rath Yatra, fondly known as Kang in the state. He emphasized the festival's significance, stating that it reflects shared culture, faith and unity while reminding the people of the deep bonds among various communities. Satyabrata also prayed for peace, good health and happiness to prevail in every home and to strengthen the spirit of togetherness. Singjamay MLA Yumnam Kimjan has conveyed greetings on the eve of Rath Yatra and wished for a return of peace and normalcy in the state. The MLA also prayed for a strong bond among communities in the state. All Manipur Women's Social Reformation and Development Samaj, popularly known as Nupi Samaj, President Thokjom Ramani has emphasized the importance of collective determination of the communities residing in the state in resolving the ongoing crisis. She was speaking at the Golden Jubilee celebration of Nupi Samaj, which was held today at Hiroshima Community Hall in Imphal West. Speaking further, she opined that no outsiders would make sincere efforts in resolving the ongoing crisis and other social issues prevailing in the state. Recounting the historical accounts of Nupi Lal, Ramani stressed on the involvement of Manipuri women in social causes and their role in the society. The veteran women leader then called for unity among the indigenous communities to save the state from outside forces.
Manipur kannanaba aigini leader oiba haibase ai thadare leader oya ai leader ne na mayam yaudala kashu yabi bolate ba aduna leader oibase ai leader oidinde hujik shati pandi yojing aya da leiba ima idina na maila pai bani ne sha bani ne thorapado machai machara puthoga khoi thawa ta kadra aduya palai ni aya punaga gyan ta biro leader ne ai ni haiba Manipur
National Program on Climate Change and Human Health, Thangmaiban United Club, and District Health Mission Society in Imphal West jointly organized a tree plantation program at Jarauching in Thangmaiban today. The tree plantation program was organized in connection with World Environment Day 2025. During the program, plastic bottle banks were also handed over to Thangmaiban United Club, Singjamay UPHC, and Langol Tarung UPHC. State Nodal Officer National Program on Climate Change and Human Health Manipur, Dr. Yenkom Niveda, and Dr. N.G. Dayapati, along with other eminent persons, attended the program. Speaking on the sideline, Dr. Niveda stressed on the harmful effect of plastic pollution and its detrimental effect on environment. Minority Students Association (MSA) has alleged that principal and few teachers of Chirachan Higher Secondary School Imphal are engaged in malpractice in admission process for class 11 students. In a press note, MSA informed that students who have cleared the entrance exam for admission into class 11 have been ignored admission after the deadline has expired. MSA also maintained that these students belong to underprivileged background and their families have been struggling financially owing to the ongoing violence in the state. The association further urged the relevant authority to look into the matter and to allow qualified students to get admission in the school. In a significant humanitarian effort, Rotary Club of Polo City Imphal (RCPCI) distributed 14 water tanks today under its Water Sanitation and Hygiene Wash project, supported by district grant from Rotary International. The distribution drive targeted 14 critical locations across Imphal, including relief camps for internally displaced persons, old age homes, and children's homes. Each site received 1,000-liter water tank to help ensure improved access to clean and safe drinking water. The program was held in the presence of MLA Arun Thangjam, Club President Soviet Ilangwam, President-elect Dr. R.K. Ratan Kumar, Secretary S. Prashyojit, past President Dinesh Halpam, and several club members. Speaking at the event, MLA Arun Thangjam and President Soviet Ilangwam stressed the urgent need for proper sanitation, hygiene, and access to potable water, especially at relief camps and care institutions. They reaffirmed the club's commitment to continue supporting such meaningful causes in the future. Moving on to national news. A day after a successful launch from Kennedy Space Center, 4 astronauts, including India's group captain Subhanshu Shukla, arrived at the International Space Station (ISS), becoming the first Indian to visit the ISS. The Dragon capsule carrying the Axiom 4 mission crew cruised silently through space and docked with the International Space Station at 4:02 p.m. today. The 4 astronauts were welcomed by other astronauts who were already stationed at the ISS. The crew will spend about 14 days aboard the station and conduct about 60 experiments, including studies on microalgae, sprouting salad seeds, and the hardness of microscopic tardigrades in space. Now the weather report. According to ICR Regional Center Lamphel its maximum temperature was recorded at 28.8 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 23.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 95% in the morning and 70% in the evening. The state received 0.1 millimeter of rainfall in the last 24 hours. Now before we end, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Ex-Chief Minister N. Biren urges Governor to initiate correction in 1972 Hill Areas Committee order published in Assembly's Rules of Procedure. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee President Kaisha Megachandra claims Manipur crisis would have been resolved in less than a month if Rahul Gandhi were the Prime Minister. RP Athawale urges Land Resources Department to take immediate action against the renaming of Gwaltabi Village to Gwaltabi Kuki Village amid ongoing conflict in state. Chirachandpur Meitei United Committee announces plan to launch intense agitations if government fails to fulfill their long-standing demands within 5 days. Manipur joins the world in observing International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. And debutante filmmakers shine at 17th Manipur State Film Awards 2025. Arambam Lokendra honored with Lifetime Achievement Award. And that's all we have for now. Before we leave, a reminder, COVID-19 is around. Wear your mask, wash your hands frequently, maintain safe distance, and get vaccinated. Stay safe, stay responsible. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates.